When it comes to great nutrition and great taste, fresh fruits and vegetables are hard to beat. But like any food, they can have bacteria on them that can make you sick. And because produce is often eaten raw, it's particularly important to wash it before you cut into it, even if you're not planning to eat the skin or the rind. That's because if there are any harmful bacteria on the outside, like E. coli, Salmonella, or Listeria, they can be transferred to the inside by the knife blade. Food scientists at the University of Georgia at Griffin and Athens have been conducting research on produce washing technologies for several years. They have selected 4 specific washing methods for this project that may be useful to consumers for cleaning fruits and vegetables. Research is also being conducted at the University of California at Davis on consumer attitudes and acceptance of these washing technologies. The good news is that the research found that all 4 methods are effective at reducing bacteria on fresh produce. But each has its strengths and weaknesses. In this video, we'll demonstrate the methods so that you'll have the information you need to pick the produce cleaning method that's right for you. This is the Ozonator. It uses a form of oxygen called ozone, the same ozone that's found in the Earth's atmosphere. The ozone bubbles through the water, and when bacteria on the produce come in contact with the ozone, the bacteria are broken apart and destroyed. To use the Ozonator, you first rinse produce under cool running water for 20 seconds to remove any visible dirt or debris. Then you fill the Ozonator's bowl with tap water. You want to stay below the fill line to allow room for the fruits and vegetables because the produce must be completely beneath the water's surface. It's a good idea to add a couple of drops of plain white vinegar to the tap water before running the machine because the vinegar can help the ozone dissolve in the water and make it work better. The Ozonator takes 3 to 5 minutes and then another 2-minute hold period for the maximum effect. The Ozonator also comes with a spray attachment that can be used to spray ozonated water on kitchen counters to sanitize them. The Electrolyzed-Oxidizing, or EO machine, uses tap water, table salt, and electricity to create an acidic water that kills bacteria but won't harm humans. First, wash the produce under cool running tap water for 20 seconds to remove any visible dirt or debris. Then, fill the container with tap water. 1 scoop of salt is put into each side and then stirred until dissolved. It takes about 20 minutes to create the acidified water in one of the chambers. Once the water is ready, you can either rinse the produce with it for 30 seconds or soak the produce in the acidified water for 2 to 3 minutes. The acidified water can also be used to sanitize kitchen counters. Unlike the Ozonator and the Electrolyzed-Oxidizing machine, produce washes aren't designed to kill bacteria. Their goal is to help wash bacteria off fruits and vegetables. The makers of this wash suggest spraying their product directly on firm produce, for example, potatoes, oranges, bell peppers. Rubbing with your hands for about 30 seconds, and then rinsing thoroughly under cool running water. Softer produce like lettuce leaves can be swished around in a mixture of 1/4 cup wash mixed thoroughly in a large bowl of room temperature water. After swishing, rinse the produce under cool running water. It's important to avoid splashing the used water when pouring it down the drain. Otherwise, you could spread bacteria in the water around your kitchen. Like produce washes, running water doesn't kill bacteria, but it can be effective in helping wash bacteria away. Before eating or preparing produce, wash it under cool running tap water, rubbing gently with your hands if the produce is delicate like grapes. When washing produce with a firm skin, like an apple, rub the skin with your hands under running water. If the produce has a rough outer surface, You should also use a vegetable brush to scrub it while running water over it. A brush is particularly helpful for scrubbing fruits like cantaloupes that tend to harbor dirt and bacteria in their netted rind. Remember, it's not common to find disease-causing bacteria on fresh fruits and vegetables, but by thoroughly cleaning produce, you're helping to protect yourself and your family. So let's recap what we've learned. The research found that the Ozonator was moderately effective at killing pathogens on a variety of produce, including broccoli, green onions, and tomatoes. Pathogens are bacteria, viruses, or fungi, the things that cause diseases or infections. The Ozonator takes about 7 minutes to process produce and currently costs more than $100. Besides washing produce with it, you can use the ozonated water it creates to sanitize kitchen surfaces. The research found that the Electrolyzed-Oxidizing, or EO machine, is effective at killing pathogens on produce including lettuce, green onions, broccoli, and tomatoes. It takes 23 minutes to create EO water and process the produce. There are several brands of EO machines available in the U.S. and around the world. They tend to be very costly, currently more than $1,000. EO water can also be used to sanitize kitchen surfaces. The research found that the vegetable wash tested was not very effective on most produce items and did not kill any of the pathogens. These washes are also not recommended for mushrooms because mushrooms tend to absorb the flavors of the wash and can't be thoroughly rinsed. The washes are fairly inexpensive and quick to use, but the U.S. Food and Drug Administration does not recommend them. Instead, the FDA recommends the final method we demonstrated, the running water method. Cool running water has the advantage of being quick, easy, and costs no more than the cost of tap water. The research found that running water worked better on smooth surface produce items than on produce with a rough surface. Here are some other important produce safety tips. Always wash your hands with warm water and soap for at least 20 seconds, before and after handling any food. Never use a diluted bleach solution or detergent to wash produce. Always wash produce just before use. If you wash fruits and vegetables and then store them in the refrigerator, bacteria have a chance to grow on moist surfaces. After washing produce, dry it thoroughly. For salad greens, use either a salad spinner or a fresh, single-use paper towel. Avoid transferring bacteria to other surfaces in your kitchen by putting produce in a clean bowl after washing to separate it from unwashed fruits and vegetables. When storing produce in the refrigerator, make sure it doesn't come into contact with meat or poultry juices by keeping containers properly covered and storing meats and poultry on lower shelves in the refrigerator. Purchase fruits and vegetables free of bruises and damage. Those are the spots where harmful bacteria can thrive. Remember, no method of washing fruits and vegetables, including the ones we've just shown you, can get rid of all the bacteria on produce. But these methods are effective at reducing the amount of bacteria to safer levels. So before cutting, cooking, or eating fruits and vegetables, always wash them, because a foodborne illness is never appealing.